Okay, everybody, welcome to Reality Is. I want to talk about the 82-year-old grandma who was thrown off the train in Florida. And I saw on Twitter, I read the blogs, and I listened to some of the radio stations where some of the people said that she should have followed the rules and they had a right to do what they did. Let me say this. Everything should be done decent and in order. And there's a level of respect due to an elderly person. Now, let's take the tape back a minute. I have a video on here that when the Cincinnati bus driver, when a young lady spit in his face and he threw her off, everybody wanted to put the rope out and they wanted to hang him. Literally hang him because they felt it was wrong. Now, again, let me say, I didn't advocate the hitting, but he got fired. There was no ifs, ands, buts about that. And the young lady got back on the bus. Here's an elderly woman who's sitting on the bus singing. And clearly you can see in the video where he drags this woman, throw her bags, and she falls to the ground. And he's looking like, oh, well. And then they put a statement up, they sorry, but you have to follow the rules. So me being who I am, it was the Miami-Dade Transit, the security guard who did it. So they say it was a rule. So I took it upon myself to do a little research. So on the passenger safety on their site with the rules for passenger safety, this is the rule. It says for the safety and comfort of everyone playing music or any device without earphones, smoking, and animals, except service animals, are not permitted. On substance graffiti, the cutting or mutilating of seats in metro rail, trains, or buses, and the injury or destruction of any tree, plant, or other vegetation located within the transit system. Now, that's the passenger safety rule. Then here it says, know the law. Over here it says, playing any radio, television, cassette player, recorder, or other sound producing device, electronic audio or video playback device, or musical instrument without the use of earphones. These devices and instruments may be played along with the linear park underneath the metro rail guideway only if they are not annoying or a nuisance. So nowhere on these rules in the passenger safety or in Know Your Law that it says that somebody sitting there singing that you have the right to throw them off the train. See, we want to jump on the wrong bandwagon. And I'm saying I am tired of the discrimination. So it depends on if this person is this color, whether I'm going to fire or reprimand him right away. But if it's an ethnic person that's doing it to a black elderly woman, it's okay. So all we're going to say is we sorry, and that's the rule. Ain't no way on here say anything about anybody singing. And that woman wasn't hurting anybody. She was singing a gospel song. Which does she do? She's elderly. She's 82 years old. Hell, she done lived her life. And she has a right to sing. We have more crap than that on the freaking trains. And even with earphones, you still can hear other people's music on the train. So how dare you disrespect that lady and pick her up and throw her off the train along with her bags? There's a way to do anything. And his behind needs to be fired. Truly. And the Miami-Dade Railroad should be some kind of fine against them. This is time out. Because we need to stop. It depends on who's the color of the individual, what's the ethnic group, or how we're going to handle this. Was that fair to that 82-year-old? No. I'm going to say this to you. Take her out the picture and put your grandma in that spot. And then you watch the video with your grandma sitting in that position and see how would you like it. Would you still have the same take that he was following the rules as you would if it was your grandmother who got thrown off the train and the lady hit the concrete and bruised herself, which could have been so much worse? So you take that grandma out of the picture and put your relative in there, and then you tell me what you think. I don't care how you line up, it's wrong. And we need to treat our elderly much better than we treat them. They have lived their lives. They have worked hard for the years they have accumulated. We owe them that much respect. And if you don't pick nobody up to throw them anywhere, who gives you the right to do that? But remember this, you reap what you sow. So karma ain't no joke. And just like you disrespect that elderly woman who is somebody's grandmother, who is somebody's mother, who is somebody's great-great-grandmother, that was wrong. And I say again, we need to get better with doing things the right way and stop lying and putting a lie on the rules, because clearly there's nothing in these rules to say anything about singing. And for those who jump on the bandwagon and don't check it to your facts, check it to your facts before you freaking jump on the bandwagon. That was just wrong, because it's okay when it's not your grandmother. And she's not my grandmother, and it pissed me off. Understand when I said when I watched the video, I was thoroughly pissed. So again, I said, put your grandmama in there. And I'm going to do a live feed on Truth Keep Talking behind this. Y'all have a good one.